when you have this chanting, Veda chanting and all going on, so you start feeling that function or event or anything that is involved is actually something related to spirituality. Whenever you use yes apostrophe, then it is many. Okay, so this refers to plural. Life upon thy cause, see banks and breaks. So here he is talking about the banks and breaks, means the place where there is water and the water banks and all. Fine. Hello everyone, I am Dr. Shalini, Professor of English, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. Today we are here to understand one of the poems prescribed by University of MYSURU for 2nd Sem B.Ca. We are going to understand about Thou art indeed just Lord. So let us understand what this poem is. So what is there in today's module we need to understand first. So we'll be understanding about this poem as I said. So in today's session we are going to understand about the poet, then the theme of the poem. Then we'll move on to the summary, then we'll understand the literary devices along with the new words that are there in this poem. So to begin with, we will start with the introduction of the poet. So he is Gerard Manley Hopkins, that is the poet who has written this poem. He is one of the greatest poets of Victorian era. So most of the poems what you have this time is from the poets of Victorian era. Fine. So he was also one among them. He decided to become a priest after he was converted to this Roman Catholicism. He accepted that Roman Catholicism and then he was converted to a priest. So he decided to become that. After that, he burnt all his poems. Whatever he used to write before taking that priesthood, he burnt all the poems. So he had written innumerable poems and he burnt all that and he decided not to write again. He did so because he just wanted to renounce his feelings also. Like taking a priesthood means he has to renounce all his feelings, right? Like he should not get any such romantic feelings and also all that he decided to renounce, and that is the reason he burnt all his poems and he decided not at all to write any poems. His poems were published posthumously. One of his friends, he collected all the poems after his death and he got it published, and that's why it was published posthumously. He was a very great poet, and whatever he wrote after he accepted this priesthood, after he got this priesthood, it was all about God only, mostly spiritual poems only he has written. So let us start with this poem now. The theme of this poem contains that he is asking God, he is questioning God as to why he is not able to achieve anything. It is a kind of questioning the God itself. So this Hopkins is asking God why he as his servant, because he is talking like a priest now. So he is God's servant. So he is not able to achieve anything even though he has dedicated his life to God only. Why is he not able to do anything? So that is what his question is. Even the most dissolute people means who are not, who do not even look at God, who do not even worship him, who just do it for name's sake, just fake that they worship God and all. So such kind of people seem to get somewhere. Maybe they are achieving something in front of his eyes only. So he is seeing that, and nature, God's creation, is productive and full of new life. So nature is actually full of new life there. So why is it not happening to me? Why everywhere else it is happening? What am I lacking? Why am I not achieving anything is what his question is. The form of this sonnet is a complaint to God. So he is complaining to God that you are not blessing me, you are not helping me to achieve anything. So this is the basic theme of this poem. So let us begin with the summary of the poem. This poem actually starts with before this also, there is a quote from the Psalm 119. Okay, so from Psalm 119 there is a quote, and this tells us that this poem is actually religious. So once we get to know, suppose you start any program with some shloka or anything, you get that religious feel, right? So when you have this chanting, Veda chanting and all going on, so you start feeling that function or event or anything that is involved is actually something related to spirituality. So similarly, this poem also, it starts with a psalm of 119 in that is the Bible. So that is the reason we feel that we get that religious feel. And he is a priest, and that is why he has started with that psalm. So we'll just go through the poem now. Thou art indeed just, Lord, if I contend with thee. But sir, so what I plead is just. Why do sinners' ways prosper? And why must disappointment all I endeavor end? So he is questioning God here. So what is his question? Thou art indeed, you are. So it is you are indeed just, Lord. You are God. You are indeed a God. If I contend with thee, if at all I am completely contented with you, I'm not at all happy with you. So thee is you. Fine. But sir, so what I plead is just, I have completely surrendered to you, but I am not happy with you. Why? Why is that? What I plead, my plea is something which is very important. Fine. Why do sinners' ways prosper? So here there are sinners. They are prospering in life. They are coming up in life. So you can just see the poet has used S and apostrophe here. That is because he is talking about the ways that belong to plural. That is sinners, which is a plural. Fine. If it was singular, if this was singular, he would have written it like this. Sinners. Okay. This means only one sinner. Fine. So if it is like this, whenever you use yes apostrophe, then it is many. Okay. So this refers to plural. So he is talking about something that is belonging to the plural. So sinners, yes. So in your daily life also, suppose you want to say students' books, many students' books. So then also you use yes and apostrophe only. If it is only one student, then you use student apostrophe s. Okay. So usage of apostrophes shows whether it is singular or plural. So coming back to this poem, why do sinners' ways prosper? So how come sinners' ways, they actually go in a good path? They are coming up in life, they are prospering. And why must disappointment all I endeavor end? That means in the end, I have to get through the disappointment only. Whatever I do, I will always be disappointed. Why is that? What am I lacking? Why are sinners coming up? Why are sinners prospering? Why am I not able to achieve anything? Why am I not going anywhere? So what is that I am lacking is his question. Wert thou my enemy, oh, though my friend. He wants to show his disappointment there. He is showing that he is unhappy here. If you were my enemy, you are like, you are my enemy. You are not helping me at all. You are not showing anything to me where I can prosper. But what to do? You are my friend. There again, he doesn't even want to call God as his enemy. He again says, no, you are my friend. If you were my enemy, I am just thinking that if you are my enemy, but no, you are my friend. So I treat you like a friend, right? How wouldst thou worse, I wonder, than thou dost defeat thwart me? So he is asking him, are you defeating me? Are you thwarting me? So what is it? What is it that you are doing? Why are you taking me through worse situations? Why are you giving me worse situations to face? What do you want me to happen? What do you want me to become is his question. So why are you giving me all the difficulties here, God? Is his question to God. Oh, the sorts and thralls of lust. So he is talking about those who are the slaves of lust. Okay, lust, attraction. Fine. It's a kind of attraction. He is talking about the slaves of lust. So those who are the slaves of lust do in spare more thrive than that I spend. So here he is comparing how many hours, how much time they spend and how much time he is spending thriving to become better. Okay, so he is telling, see, the slaves of lust means who are into all kinds of attraction. So who are into bad path, they are only doing better. They are spending very less hours, but I am spending more hours dedicating to you. Still, I am not able to achieve anything, whereas they take a shortcut kind and they achieve something in life. Why is that happening? Are you really my friend, or are you my enemy? Why are you giving me all such situations? Why is it that I am not able to do anything for myself? Why is it that I am not able to land up in the path of success is what he is asking. So here, as you saw, he is comparing the time which the slaves of lust, that means all the people who are bad, according to him, people who are bad are spending time for sparing time for God, and how much he is sparing. So how much effort they are putting in thriving compared to him. They are thriving less but achieving more, but he is thriving more but achieving less, achieving not at all, you can say. Okay, achievement is zero. So that is what he is trying to tell over here. Fine. So this is what the poet is asking the God here. Sir, life upon thy cause, see banks and breaks. Now leaved how thick, laced they are again. With fretty cheerful look and fresh winds shakes them. Birds build, but not I build, no, but strain. Times eunuch and not breed one work that wakes. Mine, O thou, Lord of life, send my roots rain. So here he is talking about nature. Okay, so initially we saw, right, he is talking about nature. Nature is full of love. So that also he is putting it here. So he is complaining that you are helping nature also do something, but you are not helping me at all, is what he is trying to say here. Fine. So God is helping nature to achieve something. God is helping nature to grow, but he is not, God is not helping this slave of God, that is the author, in order to achieve something. So that is what is his complaint. Sir, life upon thy cause, see banks and breaks. So here he is talking about the banks and breaks, means the place where there is water and the water banks and all. Fine. So there it is. Now leaved how thick. So he is talking about the leaves that have grown and they are very thick. Okay, so laced they are again. Again they have come back to life. That means he is talking about spring season, wherein everything has come back to life. All the leaves that were shed have grown back again and they have come back to life. They have become very thick. They have grown very thick. With fretty cheerful, with very less loss, you can say, look and fresh wind shakes them. So you can see here life is there in air also. When air blows, when the wind blows, they actually shake and show that they are full of life. Birds build, but not I build. He is talking about the birds also which are building the nests and all. They are building nests, they are laying eggs, they are growing, but I am not at all doing anything. I not build. No, but strain. He is building. What is he building? He is building only strain. He is not achieving anything. Though he is trying to build, he is building only strain, but there is no achievement at all from his end. Nature also he compares. People also he compares. Nature is actually in a good sense. People he is comparing, that is he is comparing bad people with him. Nature, it is good people with him. Okay, so that is what he is comparing here. Times eunuch, eunuch means slave, times eunuch means the slave of time. Okay, so this is the phrase which is used there. And not breed one work that wakes. So he is not able to do one work also that helps him. Fine, something that wakes him up, something that keeps him motivated. So he is not able to do anything in that regard. Mine, O thou Lord of life. So again he is calling God. Oh my God, please, I am out of life now. I am losing life. I am losing interest in my life. Send my roots rain. So he is asking, my roots are here. Please send some rain. Means I want to grow. Please help me to grow is what he is telling. So send my roots rain means there is no life in the root there. So I just want to come up in life. Please help me. I want to come up in life. I want to grow. So I want you to send me some rain so that I can absorb and I can grow. It is not a literal meaning like he sends the rain and he grows. Nothing like that. He wants God to give some situations. He wants God to give him, help the author in a way wherein he can grow. He can achieve something. The author is desperate to achieve something. So that is what he is talking about over here. So he is comparing nature's growth to the author's growth over here. Okay. So this was the sonnet that we understood now. Now there are a few literary devices that have to be understood here. So first thing is anaphora. Anaphora, you can, as I told you, the word thou is repeated in two consecutive lines. So see, the word thou is repeated in the same line. Here, the difference between repetition and anaphora, suppose you have a poem of maybe 4 lines. Okay, maybe in one stanza there are 4 lines. Anaphora means the words will be repeated in the consecutive lines, whereas repetition comes in the same line. Okay, so such thing is called as repetition. Means in the same line, if it is repeated, it is called as repetition. If it is repeated in consecutive lines, it is called as anaphora. Okay, so this is the difference. Do not get confused. As I told here, it is consecutive lines. Here it is the same line. Okay, so this is the difference. So these were the literary devices. We'll move on to the new words now. Okay. So here, first thing is thrive. Thrive is to struggle, to succeed. Fine. So people, they are thriving less, they are thriving, I am thriving more is what he is telling here. So thrive means to succeed or to prosper. They thrive and they come up in life. They succeed in life. That is what he is telling there. Then we have this chervil. This is actually a Eurasian plant that is used for cooking. So something like, it is more or less like this coriander leaves what you see. Fine. So that is used for cooking. That actually requires very less water and it grows more. Fine. It grows very well even if it gets less water also. So that he is comparing here. So why he is comparing that is, even with less struggle it can grow more, but I am not able to do anything is his, that is what he is lamenting about. Fine. Then the third one is fretty. Fretty is also a new word here for you, that is covered with narrow bands. Something that is covered with narrow bands. Fine. Means this chervil, the fretty chervil means even if it is congested, it grows in that place only. Even the situation is restricted, it grows in that place only. But I am not able to do anything. Everything is challenging for me, but I am not able to achieve anything is what he is telling here. Okay. So times eunuch, as I told, this is a phrase and this means a slave of time. So he is talking about everything which is a slave of time. So everything is a slave of time. Even I have become a slave of time, but I am not able to achieve anything. I have to go according to the time only, he says. So these were the new words that are there in this poem. So by this we have come to the end of this summary. This was a very short poem, that is a sonnet. Obviously it will be short but very interesting. So this is a very religious and spiritual sonnet that you have understood now. What I want you to do is, please go through the recorded lecture and then go through the poem so that you will understand it better, because you will be knowing the new words that we saw just now. Okay. So keep learning, children. Let us meet again with, if you have any doubts, I'll be clarifying that in your physical classes. So thank you for your time. Keep learning. Take care. Bye-bye.